The girl was chased by the criminals to the foot of a cliff. Seeing the thugs closing in on her, she had no choice but to climb the nearly vertical rock face with her bare hands. But faced with a girl who held evidence of his murder, the criminal had to follow. Rather than face 25 years in prison, he'd rather kill the witness. Soon the thug caught up with her. Then he tried to pull Annie down. Annie struggled desperately and kicked him off with one foot. The man was incredibly lucky. Falling from such a great height, he only suffered minor injuries. Annie didn't stop. She climbed desperately toward the summit because she knew the criminals would never let her go. Annie's guess was right. After taking care of his injured partner, the criminal came after her fully armed. With climbing gear, catching up to Annie was just a matter of minutes. After climbing for so long, the smooth cliff face made every step a struggle. Just then, she spotted a climbing rope left behind by other climbers. She looked at the life-saving rope but couldn't reach it. So she bit through her backpack and pulled out the wire inside. She straightened the wire with all her strength. Lying flat against the 90-degree vertical cliff face, she tried to hook the climbing rope that was 2 meters away. Luckily, she succeeded. She grabbed one end of the climbing rope. After securing herself to the rope anchored in the cliff, she now had to use momentum to swing herself to a ledge on the other side of the cliff face. She made it, but the danger was far from over. Looking down at the bottomless abyss and up at a tent left by previous climbers, Annie suddenly had a brilliant idea. She climbed desperately toward the tent and finally landed on a protruding boulder. But just then, the 3 criminals had reached the spot directly above her. Through their calculations, they realized the girl was likely somewhere below them. Knowing she was exposed, Annie didn't dare make a sound. However, the criminal above called out that if she handed over the evidence, he'd spare her life. Annie didn't respond. Suddenly, a rope appeared before her eyes. She realized the criminal was coming down to find her. After thinking it over, the girl tied a piece of white paper to the rope. The criminal noticed movement below and thought she had handed over the evidence, so he immediately pulled the rope back up. But at the end of the rope was only a white paper. Not evidence, but a message for the criminals. This thrilling movie is called The Ledge.